I said before break, you're probably following this weekend. Let me be clear. You were following this even if you didn't want to be following it this weekend. I was at a wedding weekend away, tried to use my phone sparingly. Every time, I logged on, it was the who's who of this wedding. What do you think the media's fascination with this is?
First of all, you were at a wedding. Were you in Venice this weekend, Markie?
I was not, no,
Why are you asking me about it?
no, my wedding invite got lost in the mail. I was in Jackson Hole.
There you go. There you go.
But I mean, every time I logged on, it's all anybody was posting or talking about. Why?
It's hilarious. It's a big divide, media obsession. It's a billionaire wedding. It's catnip, right? It's celebrities. It's these people are wanting to get the attention, and they're spending insane amount of money. And Jeff Bezos has turned himself into like a Bond villain. Like he really he's eager for the attention. And I think for the most part, most people are getting shoved down their throat, but I think people just are over it. It's just like, what is so lacking in this dude's life that he needs to spend $60 million to get all this attention? And of course, there's a lot of hypocrisy. That with 90 private jets flew in. Like, what about environmentalism? There's a lot to get sort of frustrated or angry about on this one.
And I think for a lot of people, this, it touches a nerve, right? For a lot of people living in a time of I'm living paycheck to paycheck, and I see something like this. But what about on the other side? Why not just say he's made a ton of contributions to our everyday lives? He's wealthy because of it. Let him have a wedding weekend. His money, his choice. Why not that?
Well, I think you can. I think the decisions about how he's having his wedding are open for criticism, right? And, I think the wind blows a little bit harder at the top of the totem pole. This guy is the second wealthiest man in the world, right? At any moment, he could be the wealthiest person, right? And I think there's a bit of schadenfreude. I think people are a little bit, I don't know if jealous is the right word, but they're eager to hate on the guy who's making, I mean, how much money do we all spend on Amazon, right?
Right.
That's paying for the renting out the entire island of Venice for the weekend. So, we pay attention to it, but dude is just starved for attention. He's a different person than he was when he was the investment banker that decided to start Amazon.
And it my team and I were talking about this morning, it transcends just beyond him, right? And then it goes to his guest list too. Now everybody's kind of lumping all the guests as being the same. I have the same politics as Jeff Bezos. I don't care about the environment or the local economy. Is that fair, you think, to lump all the guests into the same criticisms that are being put on him?
I think for the most part, it's okay. It's a groupthink thing. I mean, I don't know if you can still like individuals that are there, but it reminds me of junior high, right? It's the cool kids that wanted to be together when you really find out that the cool kids were all unbelievably insecure, right? They bullied other people because they didn't feel good about themselves. So there's a level of groupthink and wanting to be sitting at the cool kids table. This one just happened to be a $50 million table in Venice. The rest of us that don't need this, that can go to Jackson Hole for a wedding or can spend the weekend walking their dog like myself, it's fine, but just get over yourselves. I just think it's a little bit much, especially at a time where, the economy's not so great.
Yeah, people are overseeing the post, I think, and ready to move on to the next story and headline. Colby Hall got to end it there, but thanks so much, as always, for hopping on with me. You're the best.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.